Shabbat Shalom. This coming Shabbat, we read the Torah portion of Tissa. We read a little bit from it just a few weeks ago on Shabbat Shkalim. And of course, this week's Torah portion, and actually the majority of what we will read on Shabbat morning in this triennial year, is the story of the golden calf. But I want to focus on the beginning of the Torah portion, that special reading that we read on Shabbat Shkalim, which talks about the half shekel that each person is supposed to bring for the maintenance of the tabernacle. You know, a few weeks ago, we talked about Nediv Libo, and the idea of being generous of heart, and the only criteria for bringing to the tabernacle was, in fact, that you felt moved to bring. But this half shekel that we're talking about, everybody has to bring. And the text is very clear to tell us, Ha'ashir lo yarbeh v'hadal lo yamit. The rich person, the person blessed with great wealth, should not bring more. And the poverty-stricken person, the person, if you will, yet to find their wealth in this world, should not bring less. That brings up a lot of questions. What if you couldn't afford it? What if you didn't have it? We'll leave those for another time. But I think there's an important lesson that's being taught here in the text, and that is one of equal access in a Jewish community. We can go back in our history and find times where people of great means had better access into the community, and we know that those stories don't always necessarily turn out well. And while we live in a realistic Jewish community where we know we need donations and we need generous people to help us grow, we also know that regardless of financial status, regardless of contribution, that everybody is sacred, equal, and should have equal access in a Jewish community. That's actually when we're the best version of ourselves, and that's actually, I think, when you can affirm the line from this week's Torah portion, Ha'ashir lo yarbeh v'hadal lo yamit. In other words, the rich person doesn't give more, the poor person doesn't give less, may not be so much literal, but a statement of a community where everybody feels that they are an equal member and feels that they have equal access and equal opportunity to engage Jewishly. Shabbat Shalom.